What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Mel. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Madrid, Spain for Wednesday, August 2nd, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mel, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Tom Hiddleston will star in the production of Hamlet, directed by theater great Kenneth Branagh. The 36-year-old British actor will take the stage in the William Shakespeare play to raise funds for his and Branagh's alma mater, the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, according to The Telegraph. Branagh's theater company will partner with RADA to launch a 3-week run of Hamlet beginning September 1st. Proceeds for the tickets, which will be available by lottery, will benefit the RADA Attenborough campaign. Hiddleston, who graduated from RADA in 2005, said, according to The Guardian, Kenneth Branagh and I have long talked about working on the play together and now felt like the right time at the right place. He also added, the performing arts exist to bring people together, not to break or keep them apart. I hope the funds raised by the production will help RADA continue to provide a wider field of equal opportunity to train actors, stage managers, and technical theater artists from every background to a standard of excellence and professionalism. We need to keep the doors open for everyone. Branagh succeeded Richard Attenborough as the president of RADA in 2015 following Attenborough's death at the age of 90 the year prior. The 56-year-old Northern Irish actor and director graduated from RADA in 1981. He said, the play speaks as loudly as ever to our volatile world, and we are proud to have Tom Hiddleston lead an exciting group of actors as he plays the title role for the first time. This work has been in discussion and planning for a period of years. To find its expression at, with, and for RADA is a privilege. Disney has given fans their first look at the upcoming stage production of Frozen the Musical with a new behind-the-scenes trailer. The clip released Monday features stars Casey Levy, who plays Elsa, and Patty Murin, who plays Anna, in action as they rehearse for the Broadway play. Interviews with the creative team behind Frozen the Musical, including director Michael Grandage, book writer Jennifer Lee, choreographer Rob Ashford, and the songwriters for the original film, Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez, also appear in the trailer. Notably, the footage promises that the production will feature 21 musical numbers in a story that will appeal to both children and adults. Lee said of the slightly more mature story, for us, what drives us, what inspires us, was the deeper emotions, the more adult themes. Especially with Elsa, we can't get inside her head. Ticket sales and productions for Frozen the Musical will be announced at a later date. The show will first have a tryout period at the Buell Theater in Denver from August 17th to October 1st before heading to Broadway. The FBI is investigating a number of serial killers in the first trailer for Netflix's upcoming crime drama Mindhunter. The clip released Tuesday features Jonathan Groff and Holt McNally as two FBI agents in 1979 determined to find out what makes a serial killer tick by interviewing deadly criminals as they serve out their sentences behind bars. The aim of the endeavor is to learn how to solve new murder cases and how to best teach law enforcement officers about dealing with serial killers. One serial killer explained to Groff during a chilling interview, "It's not easy butchering people. It's hard work, physically and mentally. I don't think people realize you need a vet." The synopsis reads, how do we get ahead of crazy if we don't know how crazy thinks? Two FBI agents portrayed by Groff and McNally sets out on a sinister investigative odyssey to discover the brutal answers. Mindhunter comes from executive producers David Fincher and Charlize Theron, adopted from the Mark Allshaker and Johnny Douglas book Mindhunter Inside FBI's Elite Serial Crime Unit. The series also stars Anna Torv and Hannah Gross. Mindhunter is set to premiere on Netflix on October 13th. Starz says it's developing a half-hour drama series called Sweetbitter based on the Stephanie Danler debut novel by the same name. Stu Sercherman is developing the pilot script with Danler and will both serve as executive producers along with Plan B, which is headed by Brad Pitt, and co-presidents Dee Gardner and Jeremy Kleiner. The press release says Sweetbitter follows 22-year-old Tess, who shortly arrives in New York City, lands a job at a celebrated downtown restaurant. Swiftly introduced to the worlds of drugs, alcohol, love, lust, dive bars, and fine dining, she learns to navigate the chaotically alluring yet punishing life she has stumbled upon. This is the story of a young woman's coming of age set against the rich and grimy backdrop of exclusive restaurants, conjuring a non-stop and high adrenaline work, evoking the possibility, beauty, and fragility of being young and adrift. No casting has been announced yet. Donna, the married mom Erinn Hayes plays for a season on the sitcom Kevin Can Wait, will have died by the time Season 2 premiered this fall. CBS recently announced Hayes' character was being written off the show about a retired cop and family man played by Kevin James. Leah Remini, James' former on-screen wife in The King of Queens, is joining Kevin Can Wait as a series regular after a successful guest stint last season. Tom Sherman, the CBS Senior Executive Vice President of Programming, told reporters about Donna Tuesday the character will have passed away, saying the show will experience a little bit of a time jump when it returns. CBS Entertainment President Kelly Call added, Erinn is a terrific actress. She did a great job. When everyone collectively saw how Leah and Kevin were together in those last couple episodes, there was an undeniable spark there. She also added, Kevin, the studio, and the network all got together and wanted to keep that magic and chemistry going forward. Leah was a stunt episode at the end of the season. I don't believe there was any thought towards having her replace Hayes as a female lead. It wasn't a test run. She was brought on, as we often do, stunt casting to pump a little something into the show, and it turned out really well. Actress Billie Lourd says she feels, quote, a lot of pressure to maintain late mom Carrie Fisher's legacy. The 25-year-old actress discussed in the September issue of Town & Country the challenges of honoring Fisher and late grandmother Debbie Reynolds while forging her own path. Lourd told the magazine, I've always kind of lived in their shadows, and now it's the first time in my life when I get to own my own life and stand on my own. I love being my mother's daughter, and it is something I always will be, but now I get to be just Billie. She confessed, it is scary, it's a lot of pressure because she had such an incredible legacy, and now I have to uphold that and make it evolve in my own way. Reynolds, who starred in such films as Singing in the Rain, died of a stroke December 28th, one day after Fisher, who played Princess Leia in Star Wars movies, died following a heart attack. Lourd said remembering her mom's sense of humor helped her cope with the losses. The star said, oh, humor is so important. If life's not funny, then it's just true, and that would be unacceptable. She shared, even when she died, that was what got me through the whole thing. When Debbie died the next day, I could picture her saying, well, she's upstaged me once again. Of course, she had to. Lourd paid tribute to Fisher at a Star Wars celebration in April, saying her mom taught her by her own example. She will appear with the late actress in Star Wars The Last Jedi and will also star in American Horror Story Cult. Top Chef star Padma Lakshmi is expected to testify in competition series trial against 4 Boston Teamsters that has gotten underway. 4 members of the Teamsters Union Local 25 in New England are charged with trying to extort a non-union production company that was filming episodes of Top Chef in June 2014, ABC News reports. The 4 main defendants, Michael Ross, John Fedler, Robert Cavallari, and Daniel Redmond, who have pleaded not guilty, said along with other Teamsters picket lines outside the Steel and Rye restaurant in Boston because Bravo's reality series was filming with non-union workers. The indictment charges the defendants with 1 count of a conspiracy to extort and 1 count of extortion and states that the Teamsters harassed and threatened the production company. The indictment says the defendants continue to use and threaten the use of physical violence, yelling profanities, racial and homophobic slurs, and blocked vehicles. Lakshmi previously explained to federal prosecutors that she felt threatened when she arrived on set with one of the defendants approaching her car to proclaim, we're going to bash your pretty little face in. Jury selection for the trial began Monday with U.S. District Court Judge Douglas Woodlock explaining to prospective jurors that some of the evidence may involve racial and ethnic slurs, Deadline reported. Local 25's former Secretary-Treasurer Mark Harrington pleaded guilty to extortion charges in December and is currently serving 6 months of home confinement. Opening arguments in the trial began on Tuesday. Comedian Kathy Griffin shaved her head this week amid her sister's battle with cancer. The 56-year-old television personality went completely bald to show her support for sister Joyce as she undergoes chemotherapy. Photos surfaced Monday on Twitter of Griffin showing off her freshly shaved head. Her mom, Maggie Griffin, who appeared on Griffin's show, Kathy Griffin, My Life on the D-List, responded by praising the star online. She tweeted, "My daughter Kathleen Mary is a wonderful human being." Neither Griffin nor Maggie disclosed details about Joyce's illness. The television personality's brother, Gary Griffin, died at the age of 63 in January 2014 after battling esophageal cancer for more than 2 years. She wrote at the time, "This AM, my brave brother Gary Griffin passed away in palliative care after a brutal struggle with cancer. Our last real conversation with my brother I love so much was just a few days ago when I got him this signed picture from his idol at Joe Walsh." The star added he loved the Eagles, 70s rock, the Chicago White Sox, and Xavier Muskies. Oh, and he was funny as hell. Griffin faced backlash in May after sharing an image of herself holding up a fake decapitated head that resembled President Donald Trump. Her longtime friend Anderson Cooper said last week that he hopes the star will, quote, bounce back following the incident. Serena Williams used her platform this week to encourage black women to, quote, speak out for equal pay. The pregnant 35-year-old tennis star discussed Monday on Black Women's Equal Pay Day how the gender pay gap impacts women of color the hardest. She explained on Instagram, July 31st is Black Women's Equal Pay Day, which represents the number of days into 2017 a black woman must work to earn the same pay a white man made in 2016. That's nearly 8 extra months. Williams further explained in a lengthy essay for Fortune that black women are, quote, 37 cents behind men in the pay gap, or that for every dollar a man makes, black women make 63 cents. The disparity means that the average woman of color has to work 8 months longer to earn the same amount their male counterpart does in a year. Williams wrote, unfair pay has prevailed far too long with no consequences. Changing the status quo will take dedication, action, legislature, employer recognition, and courage for employees to demand more. In short, it's going to take all of us, men, women of all colors, race, and creeds, to realize this is an injustice, and an injustice to one is an injustice to all. She told the women of color, every step forward you take is 2 steps of progress with womankind. Let today serve as a reminder that we have a voice. We deserve equal pay for our mothers, our wives, our daughters, our nieces, friends, and colleagues, but mostly for ourselves. She also added, black women, be fearless, speak out for equal pay. Every time you do, you're making it a little easier for a woman behind you. Most of all, know that you're worth it. It can take a long time to realize that. It took me a long time to realize that, but we are all worth it. Summer Phoenix has filed for divorce from Casey Affleck after nearly 10 years of marriage. Phoenix is the younger sister of actor Joaquin Phoenix, cited irreconcilable differences in court documents filed Monday as the reason for the divorce, E! News reported. Phoenix is asking for joint physical and legal custody of the pair's 2 sons, Indiana 12 and Atticus 9, noted People magazine. Affleck and Phoenix met through Joaquin and started dating in 2000 before tying the knot in 2006. The former couple announced their separation in March 2016. A rep says Casey Affleck and Summer Phoenix have amicably separated. They remain very close friends. Affleck and Phoenix have yet to comment on the divorce. They were last seen together publicly in 2014. Former The Hills star Whitney Port is a first-time mom. The 32-year-old television personality announced Monday on Instagram that she welcomed son Sonny Sanford with husband Tim Rosenman on July 27th. Port told her 1.2 million followers, sorry, I've been MIA for like a week. I lost my phone. Just kidding. I made a human. Sonny Sanford Rosenman was born on July 27th, 2017. She added, everyone is happy and healthy, and we're home now. I'm going to try my very best to not be one of those moms who is dominated by their baby, but I can totally see how difficult it will be not to. I'm beyond obsessed and in love and wish I could bottle this feeling for all of you out there. Port shared more details and the first photo of Sonny on her website. The new mom couldn't help but gush about her son, saying she, quote, can't stop looking at him or thinking about him when she's in another room. She explains, my heart just grew to accommodate all this extra love I now have to give. I don't care if it's sappy or trite, and I don't want to say I love him more than anything ever because I love Timmy and my family. It's not about loving him more than something else I love. It's just awesome. The star added, I can't wait to watch him change and grow and take on my traits and Timmy's. I could go on forever, so I'll stop now, but get ready for a lot more Sunny talk coming soon. Idris Elba joined Jimmy Fallon in Tonight Show to sing new versions of popular songs whose lyrics have been reworked by using Google Translate. The sketch Monday started with the Dark Tower star performing Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back, which was renamed The Baby Escape after it was translated from English to another language and then back to English using Google. Elba sings from the bizarre lyrics, a few of you siblings were here. That's what that woman showed up and has small hips with a sleeve around your head. Thus, male friends, male friends, did he meet your wife's back? As Fallon sang a version of Britney Spears' Baby One More Time, which was translated into Meet My Kids, the late-night host teamed up with the actor for a duet performance of Boyz II Men, I'll Make Love to You, which was translated into I'll Place Your Kindness on You. The duo crooned, I be coming dead when you tell me to plow. Nicole Kidman says turning 50 has been a phenomenal experience thus far. The Australian actress discussed her career resurgence at the Television Critics Association Summer Press Tour Sunday after celebrating her 50th birthday in June. She says, I've only just reached 50. I'm doing it with gratitude, actually. I'm very happy to be here and to have this year make me cry, because to have this year with all these things coming together at the same time, it's phenomenal. Kidman recently starred in the HBO miniseries Big Little Lies and the Sofia Coppola film The Beguiled. She will star in the BBC 2 series Top of the Lake China Girl and is slated for a number of new movies, including Aquaman. The star said of her many projects, I don't know how that happened because it was not thought out. It was given to me that way. And I bowed down and I'm very, very grateful, and none of it goes unnoticed. Kidman celebrated her birthday with husband Keith Urban and their daughter Sunday and Faith on June 20th. She spoke about defying ageism in Hollywood while accepting the Best Film Actress at the 2017 Glamour Women of the Year's Awards earlier this month. The actress said of the award, I'm going to take this as a birthday present. I'm about to turn 50 in 2 weeks, and I would never have thought this would be one of the best years of my life. She added, I want to tell all the women out there, it is not over at 40, it begins, and it even begins at more at 50. Top of the Lake China Girl will premiere September 10th on Sundance TV in the U.S. The season co-stars Game of Thrones actors Gwendoline Christie, David Ditnick, Edwin Leslie, and Alice Engert. Bride-to-be Carrie Ann Inaba shared a sweet moment with her mom on live television this week. The 49-year-old television personality shocked mom Patricia Inaba on Tuesday's episode of Live with Kelly and Ryan by requesting her serve as a matron of honor in her wedding. Inaba, who was filling in for host Kelly Ripa, shared with the audience, I'm actually in the process of choosing my bridesmaid. She explained, it is hard because you have your OG friends. I have my friends in Hawaii, and I have my friends in LA, and I have my family friends. And then I have my mom. And I want to ask, Mom, would you be my matron of honor? Inaba shared a big hug with her mom, who was happily accepting the honor. The television personality got engaged to Rob Derringer, an actor who played Kyle Sloan on General Hospital along the California coast in December. Inaba told People about after Derringer's proposal, we returned to the place of our first date and got engaged at the same place we shared our spontaneous, magical first date. And she also gushed by saying, all alone on that beautiful beach, it was as if time stood still, and we were the only two people on earth. I will never forget it. It was perfect. Getting engaged when we had that first date was really such a poetic destiny. Sia has signed a new deal with Atlantic Records and has announced an upcoming Christmas album. The Christmas album will be the singer's first release under Atlantic after moving from RCA Records, Billboard reported. The release will feature original holiday songs written by Sia and a longtime collaborator Craig Kirsten. It will be released later this year. Atlantic Records Chairman CEO Craig Kallman and Chairman COO Julie Greenwald said in a joint statement, Sia is one of a generation artists. Her extraordinary gifts as a singer and songwriter, her revolutionary approach to the art of performing, her groundbreaking videos, everything she does comes from a deep wellspring of inspiration and imagination. They continue by saying Sia is that rare artist who has formed her own singular, boundless musical universe. We are so happy to welcome her into the Atlantic family and to be joining Sia on her amazing musical journey. Sia recently finished the North American leg of her Nostalgic for the Present tour and will continue to tour in Australia and New Zealand. The pop star is also gearing up to direct her first feature film. And finally, Stevie Wonder, Green Day, The Killers, The Lumineers, and The Chainsmokers are set to headline the upcoming Global Citizens Festival. The free event, which will take place in New York City's Central Park on September 23rd, will also feature performances from Pharrell Williams, Big Sean, Andrea Day, and Alicia Cara, Entertainment Weekly reported. Fans can obtain tickets by taking part in Global Citizens' mission to end extreme poverty and fight for change by signing petitions and tweeting messages at world leaders about issues such as food security, health care, gender equality, and sanitation, Variety reported. Participants will become eligible to enter into a lottery to obtain free tickets. Global Citizen CEO Hugh Evans said in a statement, "Over the last year, we've seen voters around the world reject the nationalism and isolationism that keeps people living in extreme poverty. Now we are calling on activists and music fans to use their voice to change the world. We couldn't be more thrilled to be announcing this incredible lineup for Global Citizens' annual moment of inclusion and celebration. Now more than ever, we need to ensure we work together for the world's poor." The music festival will be broadcast on MSNBC and MSNBC.com. Last year's lineup included the likes of Demi Lovato, Rihanna, Metallica, Usher, Pearl Jam's Eddie Vedder, and Coldplay's Chris Martin, who curates the concerts. And as your entertainment report for Wednesday, August 2nd, 2017, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.